Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top tips to meet your specific need. So, if you're new to this channel, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button and also enable the notification bell icon so as to be the very first to receive new post notifications and updates whenever we create a new video or tutorial. So today we are actually going to be sharing with you a top number one strategy that you can actually use to predict home game win match predictions using Prima Tips app. And the strategy that we are actually going to be introducing to you will be using the double chance strategy to predict home win matches. So the first step I'll actually want to take is to make sure to locate my Play Store, as in this case, and click on it directly. At the top search of my Play Store, I want to type Prima Tips app and click on search. Once I do that, you actually be displayed with an app that actually looks like this. And this is how it actually looks like from the inside. And once you are actually sure that this is the app, then please make sure to go ahead to install the app successfully. And once the app has been installed successfully, what you want to do as the next step is to locate the open button, as you can see in this case, and click on it directly. Once you do that, you'll be taken to the inside of the page that actually looks like this. And once you are here, the first step you actually want to do is to make sure that you locate this three stripe, as you can see here, and click on it directly. Once you do that, you are going to see that based on sort by, we have start time, country league, percentage, that's %1, %X, %2, tips and odd. Make sure that you leave it to country and league, as in this case, you can see country and league. Make sure it is there. You can see it is actually green. And once it is green, then just exit this page. And now the next step is to locate this eye icon and click on it directly. Once you do that, make sure to come to this area here that says double chance and hit or click on it directly. And once you do that, you are going to see that matches will be displayed to you based on the double chance probability. You can see this area here that says T stroke O. You can see that double chance probability have actually been included on this line, as you can see here. You can see 1x, x2, x2, and 1x. You can see double chance has actually been displayed till the end of this page. And of course, this is now that we actually want to implement that strategy, which we actually want you to pay attention. So what you want to do is to make sure that you look only on this section that actually shows the double chance, which is the T stroke O. Now I want to draw a line of range out for you to look at when you actually want to consider taking the possibility of home team to win using double chance. So the first step you want to take is to make sure that you look at odd range between 1.01 to 1.10. Once you see any 1.01 to 1.10, we are actually going to focus there to pick all those matches that are below or between that range. In the first case, you are going to see this area here with X2 that you can see here with the odd range of 1.08, which is in our line of limit between 1.01 to 1.10. And once you are here, you can see that this area already shows that we are to actually analyze this. Click on the match directly when you see cases like this, and you actually be taken to the inside page that looks like this. The first step is to make sure to come to this area that actually says coefficient and make sure to look at the coefficients of 1x2, as you can see here, and make sure that inside of this area the probability of the home or away team should be between the odd range of 1.10 and maximum 1.45 before we are going to consider to actually take the home or the away team to win. You can see that based on coefficient here, the favorite team is actually 2, which has the win rate percent or odd range of 1.28, which is between our line of range of between 1.10 and maximum 1.45. Once you are sure that this actually meet the odd range of 1.10 to 1.45, This actually means that it has actually passed the first step in this page. The next step is to scroll down and make sure that you actually locate this area here that actually says table division. That is the standing table. Make sure that on the standing table, at least each of the team has played more than 5 games and more, and anything that is below 5 games, then avoid this area. Because here, if the matches played is less than 5, then the probability of calculation will be misleading, which might actually make you to pick games which do not fall in the line limit. In this case, you can see that we have match played for each of the team, 27 matches played, which actually means that the calculation is based on the recent match played and matches of this league. The next step you want to do is to make sure to come to this area that says Team League Statistics. And once you are actually on Team League Statistics, there are 2 areas of focus that you should consider in this area. The first area is the area that actually say average goal scored, and the second is average goal conceded. Now we are actually going to compare the goal scored and conceded based on these 2 teams to see how we actually come out with the probability of the fact that the away team will actually win in this game based on this calculation. The next step you want to take is to make sure to look at the average goal scored and compare the two. In this case, average goal scored for the home team is 0.8, which is not even up to 1. In other words, they are telling you that it is very difficult for the home team to actually score. In the same way, the average goal conceded for the home team is 1.70, which actually tells you that the probability of it to concede goal is very high. And you can now conclude on this based on the average goal scored and conceded of the away team to know if the away team will actually win. And you can see that for the away team, the goal scored is 2.04, which is a great probability of the fact that the away team has a good form. We start to consider team of having good form between the odd range or average goal scored range of above 1.75. In some cases, we consider 1.50 and 1.60. But once a team has already passed 1.75, it means that it has a very high striking rate. In this case, the average goal score rate of the away team is up to 2.04, which is already above the limit of good striking rate of 1.75. In other words, the away team has a very good striking power, which actually tells you that it will want to score and there will be more strike or shoot on target for this team. And you can conclude this based on the fact that the home team has conceded goal rate of 1.70. In other words, it concedes a lot of goals. For goal concede rate of a team, when a team concedes goals of above 1.50, it means that it concedes a lot. In this case, this team or the home team is not just 1.50, but it is up to 1.70, which means that it is even more to tell you that you will concede even more goals. If you compare this with the away team, you are going to see that the rate at which it concedes is 0.63. In other words, they are very defensive, which means that the home team will find it very difficult to score the away team, while the away team will find it very easy to score the home team. In other words, the probability of the home team here with an average goal score rate of 2.04 can actually score more goals with the team which is more conceding with conceded rate of 1.70. And of course, here you can now finalize it here on this area by saying that the away team has an upper hand and there is the possibility of the away team to actually win. You can see scroll down even more and you are going to come to this section. If you scroll here, you are going to see that probability based on coefficient for the home or away team to win. You can see 1.28, and the probability to actually for a coefficient in probability is 23% is to 45%. So the away team has more upper rate, which you can actually conclude this most importantly in this area of goal scored and goal conceded, as you can see in this area. So once you are actually sure that this is it, then you can go ahead to pick that team to include it as one of your team in the away team to win. In this case, it's in the Premier Division Andorra, Santa Coloma playing with Peña and Canada. So this is an example of one of the teams that you can actually pick using this strategy. We're actually going to show you another team and other cases which you can actually implement for the next team. We want to move one step behind and move to the next if we're actually going to see any match that's still between the range of 1.01 to 1.10. I will scroll down and you are going to see that we have a case here in the blue mixed lanes with horn, and we have 1.06, which is in our odd range of 1.01 to 1.10. Click on it directly and use the same method to see if this actually passed all the tests to actually pick it out. You can see based on the coefficient, we have the home team to win with range of or odds of 1.26, which actually meet our range of between 1.10 to 1.45 as maximum, and that has passed the first test, which you need to move to the next to make sure that these two teams have actually played at least more than 5 matches. In this case, we have 27 matches played for each team, which has passed the second test. The next test is to come to the area of team league statistics and try to look at the probability of average goals scored and conceded rate. In this case, we have goal score rate of the home team, which is actually the favorite, having a score rate of 2.22, which is telling us that it has a high striking power and has more probability of scoring, as compared to the away team that has average goal score rate of 1.30, which is below minimum. And in other words, the home team has more striking power than the away team. Based on the rate of concede goals, you can see that for the away team, they actually concede more than the home team. So in terms of probability of score, you can see that the home team actually have more striking rate. And you can see that since the away team is not very conceding, it is a good idea to also look at the probability of a double chance for the home team in cases like this when the away team rate at which it concedes is not very high. In the first case, we had conceded rate of the opponent that has conceded of more goals of about 1.70 in the first case. In this case, it is not above 1.50. In other words, this away team is not too that very conceding. So it might want to impress by defending. In this case, it is not a good idea to give the home team a straight win, but a double chance probability is the best option. So this is the second case that we actually want you to look at in these cases. So we have two probability here. To consider home team to win is to make sure that it has good striking rate, or the away team to win, it must has good striking rate, and its opponent must has high conceding power as compared to it. In this case, the opponent here does not has high conceding power, which is above 1.50. So in cases like this, giving the favorite team a straight win is a little bit risky. So looking at the probability of a double chance in this case is the best option to go for. So this is a number one strategy that you can actually use this app using the double chance technique to find home or away win match predictions to come up with the best picks of the day. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also enable the notification bell icon so as to be the very first to receive new post notifications and updates. And see you again in our next episode. Bye-bye.
And now I know my heart is a ghost town.